Guys, Dave here, Dave's LFC Chats, and we're live. It's 10 o'clock, it's Tuesday night, bit of crack, bit of chat, LFC of course, and it's Shewsbury Town in the fourth round for Liverpool after beating Bristol City by 1-0. Pierre with an 89-minute winner, beautiful win for the League One, 15th in League One against Bristol City, flying high in the championship. That was a bit of a shock, Shewsbury. But Shewsbury, Liverpool, end of January. That is the fourth round game. Looking forward to that. The youngsters will be back out again. I'm sure there'll be one or two more senior players in. With a lot of players coming back from injury, we'll need a few games. Get a game under their belt. Shrewsbury away would be quite nice as well. So it's Shrewsbury, Liverpool at the end of January. So that is interesting in the fourth round. Just coming on, say hello. This means more. Liverpool United the weekend on Sunday. Wow, cannot wait for that. That is the big game. It's always the game I look forward to. It's always the game I look at the start of the fixtures come out. When are we playing them at Old Trafford? When are we playing them at Anfield? When is it? Because I absolutely hate them. So Liverpool against United on Sunday. What's your starting 11? What's your prediction? I'm going early with it. I said it at the weekend. I think we beat them 2-0. Liverpool 2, Manchester United 0. Mo Salah and Mane in the mirror. That's what my prediction. Liz Golden, Dave, United sucks. Absolutely. Yeah. Well, Liverpool United is a big rivalry. They hate each other, to be honest. We've always hated them. I always hated them as a kid. Growing up. I mean, they hated us probably in the 80s. 70s and 80s when we were winning everything. We hated them in the 90s and the 90s when they were winning everything. It's a rivalry, northwest of England, northwest derby they call it. They're only an hour apart in a car and a coach. So it's huge rivalry. But United don't have Liverpool. They've got City. City are the big team in Manchester now, it has to be said. I don't mean following and I don't mean history and all that, but I mean like winning things, trophies, support and stuff. City have overtaken Manchester United in trophies wise in the last few years, of course. But United obviously are still the big team in Manchester with their worldwide support. A lot more trophies than City as well. But we're catching up, as they say. And I just seen a thing out today about Delight Football Money League, they call it. Barcelona were way out on top at the Money League. I know it's a terrible thing to be talking about money leagues in football, but Barcelona were on top, Real Madrid were second. Liverpool or United, I think, were third. I think City were fifth and Liverpool were sixth. But we're catching up on them. That's how good we've been the last 3-4 years with Klopp. We're catching up. Commercially unbelievable. United have been unbelievably commercial for the last 20 years. So they've been 10 years ahead of us commercially. That's why they're so far ahead. But we're going to catch up on them eventually, especially if we win the league this year. Win the league this year. Number 19 is coming home. 61 points. Out of 63. I want to make it 64 points on Sunday against Manchester United. We have to beat them. They're all over the shop. I think they're looking to sign Bruno Fernandes as well. 58-60 million or something like that. They probably will get him. I think they're just holding out. I don't know what they're holding out for. I think Rojo, the defender, wants to go the other way or something to Sporting, but I don't know. But he's a really good player. Now Liverpool were linked heavily with him last summer, but obviously we didn't want him. We would have wanted him. We would have got him. We're European champions, of course. But United need a bit more than that. Especially, I think they need a defender as well. They need another defender, maybe even a striker. But I don't care who they buy, who they get. It's all about Liverpool, boys and girls. It's all about the Reds, the Super Reds. I'm going to come on for a little while tonight. Just a bit of chat. Midweek chat. We can mix it up, but it's mainly Liverpool and United is the big one, of course. Can't wait for the game Sunday. Think we're going to batter them all over the pitch, says the Cop Council. Connor in the house. Check out the Cop Council. Great LFC channel, of course. Like and subscribe. I'll do the little like and subscribe trick. Like and subscribe. This means more. But it's Tuesday night, as I said, relaxing, taking it easy, a bit of chat, bit of fun, relaxed, a few days away, yeah. But the big news tonight, of course, was Shrewsbury Town beat Bristol City. Shrewsbury Town, 15th in League One. I think they only win one game in the last 6. They're all over the shop. Then they beat Bristol City, who are doing well in the championship, remember. And that's a bit of a shock. 1-0, 89th minute winner. But I'm happy with that because we can have a little mix-up. Won't have to play our first team. Be a tricky enough game of Shewsbury because all FA Cup games always are. But I'll be happy enough with them. End of January, of course. Mo Salah, never walk alone, my friend. Hendo, yeah, big congratulations to club captain Hendo getting the Player of the Year award from England, English Player of the Year. It's unusual for a midfielder to get it. It's usually a striker that gets it. But congratulations to Hendo. What a player he's been for England. What a player he's been, more importantly for us, Liverpool. Club captain, big foot in the Hendersons. What a year that guy's had. Lifting the European Cup, lifting the Super Cup, lifting the World Club Cup. It's dreamland, baby. Congrats to Hendo, Player of the Year, as Liz Golden has just said. Okay, guys, you get the agenda. You shout it out. Whatever you want to talk about. Obviously, the big one's a few days away. And what would you think to start in 11? What's your prediction? I said 2-0. What's your prediction? You think it'll be a tight game? You think we'll run away with it? You think Ole at the wheel will park the bus? I don't know. We shall see. Also, check out the podcast I did with Cop On Podcast, LFC Podcast. Cop On LFC Podcast. It's free. It's real. It's good, baby. Check it out. I think Spotify have it and iTunes and stuff like that, but it's free. Good bit of fun, bit of crack. We did a podcast for an hour straight after the Spurs game with Owen from the Cop On LFC Podcast. Okay, guys. As I said, it's probably an unusual time to go live. What time is it now? 10 past 10 on a Tuesday night. We stay on for a little while, see who comes in, and have a little chat, have a bit of fun. I was just watching my 80s music earlier, which I love, of course, love the 80s. But other than that, I like my special effects as well, and I think this weekend it is going to be a storm. It is going to be a thunderstorm, baby. The Reds are coming. The Reds are coming. The thunder is going to get you. There's a thunderstorm coming. We love Hendo, says Mo Salah. We all love Hendo. He has just been unbelievable in the last probably 2 seasons, but last season he was just out of this world. He stepped up, the captain's armband. Unbelievable stuff from Hendo. What a player. But yeah. But the big one is, of course, the weekend Sunday. Are you nervous about it? Do you think we'll hammer them? It's always a tough game. It's a rivalry game. It's a game you don't want to lose. It's a game you don't want, you certainly don't want to lose your record against them. They'll be looking to really scupper us and do something. Definitely not. I'm confident. The position win is unbelievable. In Anfield, I think it was April 2017 since we've lost a league game at Anfield. Nearly 2 years. We're on an unbelievable run. 20 wins out of 21. 61 points out of 63. You have to be confident with that. Plus, we've got players coming back. Fabinho's back in training. Matip's back in training. Lovren's almost there. We've Minamino now. Takumi Minamino on the bench. All the boys were rested. It's beautiful. Whole week to get ready. John Downey in the house. No, we should win, says John Downey. I know we should win, of course. Absolutely. Absolutely should win. We're the form team we're actually the form team in the world at the moment, in Europe anyway. That record, that 20 wins out of 21 is the best record in the top 5 leagues in Europe. Top 5 leagues in Europe, that is the best start. That is a record start. Wow. Dave, you're going to get banged. Wow, that sounds nice. Says Footy Live, who of course is a Manchester United fan. Thomas Platts, I think that is. Whatever you think, Thomas, give us your shout out. Who do you think will start for United? What the scoreline will be? I'm a little nervy. It could be a very aggressive match. I hope they give Robbo his meds so he doesn't get a red card, says Liz. Yeah, I think he was a little lucky the weekend not to get a card against Spurs, wasn't he? He's got that little bite in him, though. Not like Suarez, like where he had literally a bite. But he's got that little niggle. But you need that. He's got that niggle. He's so fast. He's hyper. He's a Red Bull WD-40 boy. Runs all over the pitch. You need that as a player. Robbo definitely has that as a player. He's been one of our best players in the last 2 years. Robbo, my starting 11 doesn't really change. It's only the mid-3. I mean, the back 5 is the back 5. Allison and Wonderland, more clean sheets than 5-star hotel. The back 4, look, Gomez has to be. Gomez VVD, it's beautiful. Even with Matip and Lovren coming back, I still keep Gomez in there until he makes a mistake. Just leave him in there. Lovely partnership, him and VVD. Robbo, Trent, that's the back five for me the weekend. It's the midfield three, really, that's the thing. What will he do? Hendo's in straight away. Player of the year for England. Club captain. Genie out of the battle. Has to play. But it's that player then. Will he play Ox there? Ox had a quiet game against Spurs. He hit the post, but he had a very quiet game. But I think he needs a run of games. So I think he might just go with the same team. Play Ox there and play the three amigos in front. Mo Salah, King of Egypt. Bobby, no look for me, no, the man in form, the winner against Spurs. And Mane in the mirror. African Player of the Year. It's all over the place. Records, trophies, record breakers. That's my 11. And then you have the likes of Matip probably on the bench. Shaqiri on the bench who scored 2 against them last season at Anfield. Remember he came on. Minamino might get last half hour. Lallana in pyjamas, man in form. Origi, of course. I mean, you know, the bench is starting to get filled up again with good experience and good quality. So United should fare. The danger man for United, you would have to say, would be Rashford. He's on form. He's doing well. I think if you keep him quiet, basically keep United quiet. But I'd be confident, as I said, 2-0 Reds all night long. I hope Man U don't sing noon before they play us. I hope Man United don't sing noon. Actually, Manchester United play tomorrow night at Old Trafford against Wolves in an FA Cup third round replay. And Wolves will give them a game at Old Trafford. So that's another good bit of news for us. They play United tomorrow night. We've rested. We can just relax, sit back. Klopp will probably watch the game. Sit back, relax. Melwood, bit of training. Whole week concentrating on getting 3 points against Manchester United. That's all that matters. To get up to 64 points for us out of 22 games. That's the dream. That's all we care about. Cameron, evening guys. Evening Cameron, how are you? As we're talking about the Liverpool United game, of course, and the fact that we got Shrewsbury Town in the next round of the FA Cup. They beat Bristol City 1-0 with a late 89th minute winner. So we play Shrewsbury Town of League One at the end of January in the FA Cup fourth round. Wow. Few kids will get a chance, I suppose, but it will also be kids plus a bit more experience, I would say. But I can't read Klopp's mind just yet. I just don't want to hear the Manx whine when we beat them. They always whine. And there's a guy in my job as well, and he's going mad. He's nearly crying today, he was. Oh my God, I just want to beat them so I can get them on Sunday or Monday morning when I come into work. 2 United fans crying in the corner. Beautiful. Johnny Goochmeister from Calgary in Canada in the house. Hey, gringo. Good, Dave. How about yourself, Cameron? I'm absolutely beautiful. I'm in dreamland at the moment. Area 69, I was going to say. Area 51. Dreamland. Top of the league. Into the last 16 in the Champions League. Atletico will be tough, though. Atletico home and away in February. And FA Cup fourth round to play Shrewsbury Town away. Who we just got tonight. Shrewsbury Town away. So, could it be better? All players coming back. Everyone getting fit. Whole team, the whole squad, the group, as Klopp would call them, getting back into almost 100% fitness. Okay, we still have the likes of Naby and Milner out. There's no word on both of them. Could be a few weeks. Hopefully Naby back quicker. I think Milner could be 3 or 4 weeks. But we're fairly stacked up. It's quite nice at the moment. We're looking good. What's your prediction for the Atletico? It's a bit away. It's a good 4 or 5 weeks. I don't think we played until mid-February. Mid-Feb, my friend. They beat Barcelona the other night in the Super Cup to get into the final against Madrid. I think Madrid beat them in extra time, but they're a good, solid side. They missed the Griezmann, of course. He's gone, but I still think it'd be tough. I don't think we beat them. I think it'd be something like 3-2 or 2-1 on aggregate over the 2 games. There won't be much in it. Be like a 1-0, 1-1 or a 2-1, 1-0, something like that. There won't be much in it, but I think we'll beat them. We've got the experience. We're European champions, of course. We've got just that bit more going forward. Plus, we're starting to keep clean sheets. 6 clean sheets in a row. That clean sheet against Spurs the weekend. We're keeping clean sheets. We're scoring goals. I think we scored in the last 20-odd games. So if you're going to beat us, you're going to have to at least score 2. At least. And we don't let in goals. That's what makes champions. It's not 1 yet. Don't get me going. But we're in a great place. That's all I can say. George Ruckett in the house. Hi Dave, just subbed. Great channel, mate. George, how are you, bro? Yes, you were in the Cup Council's stream earlier on. I seen you there, bro. Thank you very much for the sub. This means more. It's all about Liverpool. It's not about me. It's all about the Reds winning number 19 this season for the first time Premier League. Dreamland. Oh God, I don't know what I'll do when we eventually win it. Possibility of another bit of silverware, maybe with an FA Cup or even a Champions League. But it's really all about the Premier League. Wow. I mean, if we can stay in the FA Cup and stay in the Champions League and get this league out of the way maybe early April, and then we're still in the Champions League and FA Cup, you can relax, and then who knows what's possible. With this team and with Klopp, anything is possible. As we learned last year, 3-0 down against Barcelona in the first leg of the semi, and then 4-0 at Anfield. Greatest game of the history of Liverpool, it has to be said, which won us the Champions League, of course, number 6 last year. Wow. I think I'm going to cry when we win the Premier League, says Connor from the Cop Council. Is that all I'm going to do? Cry? I'm going to have to pop up with champagne. I'm going to be in Liverpool for the last weekend of the season. Liverpool don't play the last weekend. They play away to Newcastle. But it will be confirmed, and can only be confirmed, I think, at the end of the season. But I think we could win it in April, the way things are going. But wow, I cannot wait. But it'll be a great weekend in Liverpool. Hopefully a parade maybe on that Monday, middle of May. Cannot wait. Hoping to get over at least once before then, maybe in March or April, but we shall see. Fingers crossed we get the job done, says Cameron. Yeah. Well, it would be one unbelievable story if we didn't at this stage, wouldn't it? 14 points clear game in Anna City. City are a good side. They're not going to go away. And I think that 6-1 win against Villa, I know Villa and probably will get relegated and played very poorly, especially defensively, the weekend. But it was probably a good shot in the arm for us as well. You know, just to say, they're not going to go away. City are still there, so we got to do our thing. We got to win our games. Game by game. Just win our games. I think this United game the weekend's a big one. Win that, and then the Wolves away. Because after that, I'm saying they're all winnable. Every game's winnable for Liverpool, but you know, it gets easier. You can see the grass. It's beautiful. I can smell the cup. It is beautiful. I'm going down to Liverpool. We're staying to Connor. We should all meet up for a pint, says George. Yeah, absolutely. That weekend, I'll probably arrive Saturday morning, so I'll be probably there Saturday and Sunday night. Go home late Monday. Hotel Tia on Anfield Road. What a great place that is. There's the Arkles. There's loads of pubs there. The park, loads of pubs. Hotel Tia is a great place because they've got a huge beer garden. And if it's sunny, great place. You might meet a famous player there as well. Do you think Man U will sign a player before we play them? Well, it's looking like Bruno Fernandes, the Portuguese international attacking midfielder who Liverpool were interested in last year, of course. Looks like he's going to sign maybe Thursday for them. Whether he can play against us or not, I don't know. I don't think they'd throw him straight in a big game like that, even if they did sign him. But you never know, they're desperate enough. They've a lot of injuries. I don't care what they do, United. I only care about Liverpool, but they're definitely getting Fernandes as far as I know. We need to step up our game against United. Wolves aren't no pushovers either. Liverpool United, you shouldn't have to step your game up against them. You should know what it's all about. It's rivalry. It's a derby, Northwest derby, they call it in England. So we shouldn't have to be, they're the only team to draw. They're the only team for us to drop points again. That 1-1 draw at Old Trafford is the only game, in 21 league games that we dropped points. I think that was a point gain, by the way. We didn't play well in that game. We were lethargic. We didn't start. Tempo was all wrong. United were better than us. They had more chances. So I think that was a point gained. Lallana in pyjamas, getting a late equaliser. But I took that draw. That was a move on. But I want to beat them this weekend. Player signed this week, can't play this weekend. I think so. I think that's the new rule because Minamino, remember, signed for us, but he only became official on January the 1st, but he couldn't play on the 4th. I think it's called game weeks. If you sign in that game week, Premier League game week, you cannot play that game week. I think that's the rule. I could be wrong, but I think it's right. We shall see. Okay, guys, predictions for the Sunday game. Liverpool United. I'm going 2-0 to Liverpool. Mo Salah and Man Utd. I want a big game from Salah. He had a decent game against Spurs the weekend, huffed and puffed. 1 or 2 chances, of course, made the goal with a lovely quick pass out to Bobby. But I want a big game from Mo. I want a beautiful big goal or two from Mo. It'd be beautiful against United. I really, really do. Because I don't think he scored against United. I think that's the one team he hasn't scored against is Manchester United. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think Mo Salah scored against United. I want it to change this weekend. But we shall see. 20 minutes in. We stay on for another little while, guys. It's basically a midweek stream. Bit of crack. I know Anfield Agenda are away. They're not streaming tonight. I think Conor and Craig are in London. So we just said we come on and say hello. Liz Golden's go for 3-1 Liverpool. Who's your goal scorers in that one, Liz? 3-1's a good prediction. Rashford's dangerous enough. You could probably see him getting a goal, but we've been doing well at home at Anfield. Can you see them scoring? It's all about tempo. We start the game right. The crowd behind us, which they will be, under the lights because it'll be dark. 4:30 kickoff. The lights will be on. Really looking forward to this game. It should be good, and it's a huge game. I think it's a big statement to put down. Beat them, get the 64 points on the board, and move on. 2-1 to the Reds, says Cameron. That's close. That's too close for my comfort. Of course, it's 3 points. Points mean prizes, and that's all we want, guys. That's all we want. Points mean prizes. We are going to give them a storm. The Red Storm is coming on Sunday, guys. Let's go. It's coming. Anyway, yeah, so it's looking good. As I said earlier on, like and subscribe to Dave's LFC Chat so we can do a lot more content with a lot more people, a lot more Reds. Firmino and Mane to score, says Cameron. Well, Firmino's in a bit of a run of form, and he Bobby no luck. What a good goal. What a finish. It was the touch that made that goal the weekend against Spurs, though. He sort of pulled it to the side, control, bang, rocket into the corner. Beautiful finish. And well deserved, of course. But he got the winner in the World Club Cup. He got the winner in the semi against Monterrey. He is on form. He steps up. That's the thing about us as well. He steps up when Salah isn't playing. Mane steps up when Bobby or Mane aren't playing. So Firmino steps up. So we've got the 3 boys. I would not like to be the team with the 3 step up. Wow. Imagine this weekend, the 3 boys click and play together and get a goal each, that type of thing. Wow, dreamland. It's looking good. But still, listen, we still have football to play. We still have games to play. What have we got? 21 played. 38 league games in this season. So we've 17 league games to play, which is 51 points to play for. 51 points. It's a lot of points, a lot of football. Head down, eye on the ball, game by game. I know Klopp would be doing that. That's exactly what they do. That's what I do. Gotta run. Have a great week, Reds. The good Reds, not the Devils, says Liz Golden. Liz Golden, always a pleasure. Enjoy the rest of your day in Florida. Cheers. But yeah, I might go live again maybe Friday night with Jack Mack or someone like that, and maybe do a little preview for the game, live preview or something like that with Jack. We shall see. It gets closer to the game, we'll know more on maybe teams and players coming back. The likes of Matip, Fabinho, of course, back in training. I think it's too early to start them though. Probably on the bench, but far too early for them to start a big game like this. I think he'll stay with his tried and trusted 11. Similar starting lineup to the Spurs game, I would say. I'd like to see Minamino come on though. I really would like to see Minamino get in there, even last 20 maybe. Might have a surprise. Minamino could start. Could be Genie, Hendo, Minamino in behind the front 3. You never know with Klopp. I think we are not at it against Spurs. Probably would expect something similar for United. They will come to frustrate us, as Cameron. Yeah, they always do. We're a better team than them. We're a better team than them all over the park. Obviously, the position we're in is way ahead of them. But I mean, what do you do? Come at Liverpool and try go at them? I hope they do. I hope they come at us. If they come at us, we'll absolutely destroy them. I'm hoping they come at us. But we shall see. I just don't know with Ole at the wheel. I mean, can he afford to come at us and get hammered 3-4-5-0 or something like that? Then he really would be One thing United fans, they hate losing to Liverpool of all teams in the land, City and Liverpool, but especially Liverpool. They will not want to lose against Liverpool, believe me. Like we would not like to get beaten by United, believe me, of all teams. Absolutely not. But what time is it? Just 10:30 here in Dublin. Just said it, come on, bit of crack, bit of fun. The news earlier was, of course, Shewsbury Town beat Bristol City in the third round of the FA Cup replay. That was a bit of a shock. I mean, Shrewsbury Town are 15th in League One. On a bad run of form. I think they've only had one win in 6. Whereas Bristol City have been playing really well in the Championship. And I expected them to beat them, but didn't. Pierre popped up with an 89th-minute winner for Shrewsbury Town. It's a nice day out in the town for them. It's Liverpool-Shrewsbury end of January. Cannot wait for that, so that's going to be good. A nice payday for Shrewsbury, of course. See you later, Liz, says Cameron. Yep, Liz, always in the streams. Fair play to her. Super red, as they say, in Florida. Not going to stay on too long. My voice is starting to go a little bit. Maybe another 10-15 minutes. As I say, midweek, Tuesday night, bit of crack, saying hello. That's what it's about. It's about Liverpool, the love of Liverpool. It's all about the Reds, guys, and it's a big, big game this weekend, and all our games are big. 17 games to count on. I think I was counting the other day, if we win 12, we win the league. And I think the 12th game is actually City at the Etihad. So we might only need a draw on the 4th of April, of course. But I think 11, maybe 12 games. Maybe, might only be 10. Might only need 10 games. I mean, City would have to win, I think it's 16 games out of 16 out of 7, or 16 out of, 10 or 16. They'd have to win 15 or 16 games. Nearly win all their games for us, and 10 might do it for us. So you never know. City are capable of it. That's what we have to keep in our mind. City are capable of going on a 10. They won 14 league games last year in a row. We only needed them to slip up once and they didn't. They won 14 in a row, so they're capable of doing it. They have tough games though. I was looking at it. They've really 5 or 6 really tough games coming up. The likes of Chelsea, they've Arsenal, they've United again, they've Leicester City away. Really messy games that even a draw in 1 or 2 of them would be beautiful, So we shall see. We shall see. All we can do is win our games. That's all we can do. Go into the game, win it, see what happens at the other end. Leicester sort of dropped away a bit. It'd be interesting to see how they approach that City game at in the start of February at the King Power they play. But we shall see. Maybe a draw would suit us there. I don't know. It could be all done by March if we continue on the run that we are on ourselves, says Cameron. It could be done end of March. I think we play Everton at the end of March at Goodison, of course. What a chance to win the league there. But I think City would have to lose another 1 or 2 games for that to happen, which is possible, of course. Or maybe draw 2 or 3 games and for us to win all our games. But I don't care. I just want to win it. I don't care when we win it, how we win it. I just want to win it. Premier League. I mean, Leicester City have won it. Blackburn have won it. Leeds have won it. We haven't won it. You know what I mean? Liverpool, Arsenal won it a few times. Chelsea have won it a few times. United won it loads of times. City have won it a few times. Liverpool Football Club, one of the biggest clubs in the world, have not won the Premier League. We've won 18 old Division 1s or old Division 1 championships, of course, which is the same thing as the Premier League. But since the Premier League, I think it was 92, came out, we've never won it. We've come close 4 or 5 times, of course. I don't want to mention them. We have come close, but we have never won it. And this time, we got to get over the line. And I do believe we will this year with Klopp, of course. We're in a great place. We've got a great team, mentality monsters. We've got the right squad. We've all the players coming back. Great to get Fabinho back as well. I thought when he got injured, I was really worried when he got injured. Like, oh no, we're in trouble now for the league. But Hendo stepped up, Genie stepped up, all the boys in the middle have stepped, Lallana, all these boys have stepped up. That's the difference, I think, in the team this year, even compared to last year. We've a much better bench when everyone's fit. We've a lot more experience. We're European champions. We're more confident. The trophy ceiling is broken now. I mean, before last season, Klopp hadn't won anything. There was a lot of pressure on him. But when we won the European Cup, all of a sudden, um, European Cup, then it breaks it open. Super Cup, breaks it open again. World Club Cup. And look where we are now, still in the FA Cup, still in the Champions League, and way ahead in the Premier League. So that's what happens when you break. Always the first one's the hardest. Once you break that, it opens up, and it should usually open up, Klopp 2024 as well. There's another good bit of news. So at least another 4 seasons with him, maybe more. We shall see. Okay, half an hour gone, guys. I'm not going to stay on much longer. The voice is starting to go, but I might go live again maybe Thursday, Friday night before the game on Sunday. As I said, Liverpool to beat United by 2-0. That's my prediction. Mo Salah and Mane in the mirror. Write it down. Check it out. This means more. Get that 64 points out of 66 on the board for Sunday night. I will be a happy camper. That's all I want. Just want to beat them. I really do. Jason, Irish Red in the house. I can never predict scores between these two. Liverpool, United. Anything can happen. As I said earlier, Jason. Yeah. It's like a derby game. I say form goes out the window. It does to an extent. I mean, we were on a great run going into that Old Trafford game. When was it? In October. And we just didn't play. We didn't start well. The tempo was all wrong. We only started playing the last 10 minutes. Maybe if there was another 10 minutes when Lallana equalised, we might have won the game because we were really getting on top of them. But we didn't play. There was no fluidity in the midfield. We looked nervy in defence. They had 2 or 3 really good chances before they scored. So just get the right tempo. Go out with the right attitude. I'm sure Klopp will. He's had a whole week to prepare for this. United play tomorrow night in the replay against Wolves, who will give them a good run around, possibly even beat them. You never know. And if they do beat them and they get knocked out of the FA Cup, they will be under huge pressure going into the Sunday game. Ole's job will be at the wheel, as they say. They will not want to get hammered at Anfield. Like the fans, Goldbridge, the whole lot of them will just go mad. So we shall see. But I'm still confident, Jason. I mean, we're a far better team. We're at home. We're unbeaten this season. Okay, they've taken the draw off us, the only team to get points off us this season, but we're at home. That's the big thing. We've players coming back. We've players playing into form. Like Bobby starting to play now. I'd like a big game from Salah though. I want a big game from Mo Salah this weekend. He has never scored against Manchester United. I think I'm right in saying that. I want them to break his duck this weekend. That's what I'm saying. Salah and Mane to score. I'd love it if we beat them. I'd love it if we beat them. Love it. Do you remember the famous Kevin Keegan Newcastle rant? But he didn't beat them in the end because they caught him up and beat him, didn't they? But I would love it, yeah, absolutely. I love late winners. A late winner against United is always good. But to be honest, I don't want anything too nervy. I love a 3 or 4 or 5-0, of course. But even a comfortable 2-0, 1-0 up at half time, get an early second, pass them to death in the second half. But we shall see. They'll definitely be up for it. There's no doubt about it. Famous last words, Dave, yeah. I love a late winner. But yeah. Anyway, guys, I'm not going to stay on longer. This means more. As I say, Liverpool to beat Manchester United the weekend. That's my prediction. Like and subscribe to Dave's LFC chats. You know you want to. And we have a storm coming the weekend. It's Storm Liverpool. And it's coming for United, baby. Let's see what happens. Anyway, 2 teams, United and Everton, would love to cause some kind of upset. As Klopp says, the boys are mentality monsters. They will get the job done. Different team now, yeah. I mean, last year, remember, we had the draw Goodison, we had the draw West Ham. Leicester drew with us at Anfield. We had 3 or 4 draws in the space of 6 games, which really lost us the league last year. It was in around now, end of January, early February. So no complacency. Game by game. If we do drop points in a game, or lose a game, or draw a game, relax, regroup, go again on a run. Start the season off again and go, right, season starts here, bang. I think Klopp could even be saying that we're more than halfway through, 17 league games to go. Why not get a thing up on your board and say, okay, lads, season starts this weekend against United. 17 games to go. We're 14 points ahead of City with a game in hand. Season starts this time. If we match City, even match them. Even if they lose a few games and we lose a few games. Okay, Leicester still aren't really out of it, but I just don't see Leicester. I think Leicester 150 to 1 with the bookies, 150 to 1 to win it now. City are 16 and 18 to 1, between 16 and 18 to 1 to win it. 16 and 18 to 1 in January to win the Premier League. That is unheard of. That tells you something, baby. North West England will be on red alert, says Jason Irish Red. Northwest Derby, baby. But I'm going 2-0. I'm just confident. I don't want to be overconfident because, as we all know, it's Liverpool City. Liverpool United. Anything can happen. But look, just go out and beat them. Jesus, we're a far, far better team. Even De Gea in goal isn't as good as he used to be. He's had 1 or 2 really good games against us, but I don't want him having a good game against us again. Don't want the defence. The defence is poor. Lego head Maguire. Surely Mane, Salah, Bobby No Look will have a field day against it. If they're anyway, even 70-75% on their game Sunday, they'll have a field day. But just cannot wait for it. It's a big, big game. Liverpool United at the weekend. Royston Whitehurst in the house. Hi, Dave. Hi, Royston. Welcome to the show. Dave's LFC Chats. What's your prediction for United and Liverpool the weekend, my friend? At Anfield, I'm going 2-0 Liverpool. I don't know if you follow Liverpool or United or anybody. You're welcome anyway. Throw your prediction in, my friend. But as I say, it's huge game. I always look forward to United Liverpool. A nervous sort of looking forward. It's like a quietly confident, nervous feeling. It's a weird feeling. I only get it against United. City as well over the last 2 or 3 seasons because there's a rivalry there. But the Liverpool United rivalry is the big one, really. I mean, between fans anyway, it's the big one. Any fan will tell you that. It's Liverpool United, absolutely. But I'm quietly confident. 2-1 for Liverpool, says Royston. Someone else said that earlier on in the shout. I think it was Cameron said 2-1 as well. I hope you don't score. I want another clean sheet. Another 5-star Hilton Hotel clean sheet. 6 in a row we have, by the way, at the moment. I want number 7. And I want to beat them, to be honest. I just want to beat them. I don't care how we do it. Who does it, when we do it. Just do it. As Nike would say, who are coming in the summertime, just do it, baby. It means that much more when we get one over them, says Cameron. Absolutely. The thing is, Manchester United always raise their game against us, no matter how bad they are. They've been doing it against us and big teams this season. I know. We have to be careful. They beat City 2-0, remember, away. Couldn't believe it. That was Dreamland. Did us a favour. City be looking for a favour off them this weekend at Anfield. So, I mean, I'm just looking at there. Rashford has played 18 games, 8 goals. Greenwood, there's another guy. That Mason Greenwood guy is a really good young guy. We have to keep an eye out for him, whether he starts or not. But Rashford will definitely start. Keep him quiet. But United play tomorrow night against Wolves at Old Trafford, as I said, in that 3rd round replay. So I might watch that. Just do a little scouting report on United tomorrow night. But keep Rashford quiet. They haven't really much more than that. They have a lot of injuries at the moment, which suit us. Bruno Fernandes looks like he might sign on Thursday for them. But I think even if he signs, I don't know whether he'd be involved for that game. It could be too soon for him. I don't even know if he can play, being in the same game week anyway. But I think they need a lot more than Bruno Fernandes. He is a good player, though. He is a really, really good player. Hasn't signed yet, but it looks like he will. But as Jason says, yeah, they will. They mix it up. Of course, they'll be looking forward to raise their game against the top 6. They're pretty poor against the lower level teams, but their away form is really poor. I mean, Arsenal absolutely pissed on them. Arsenal beat them 2-0 over the Christmas, and could have been 5 or 6. It really could have been. Okay, City. It was an exception against City. They could have had a few more goals against City, to be fair. They really could have. They had 2 or 3 chances before they even scored. City had a few chances as well. But that was a great win, to be honest. That was a really, really good win. They were up for it that day. But listen, we won't be complacent. We'll go into this game. Top of the league, 61 out of 63. Looking for 21 wins out of 22. Looking for that 64 points and another step closer to number 19, of course. Okay, guys. Gonna go now in a minute. It's been great. It's been good. Poor old Trent had nightmares against Rashford the last time those two were up against each other. Trent's grown. He's grown. I wouldn't be worried about it this time. I want Trent and Robbo blasting those balls into the net this time. If they come to play football, they will get hammered for sure. Yeah, exactly. If they park the bus, it might be a bit harder. If they play football at our ground, they will get hammered. Okay, guys, 40 minutes in. I'm gonna go. It's getting late. It's 11:15 here in Dublin. Thanks for tuning in. Like and subscribe to Dave's LFC Chats. It's been emotional. It's been real. I'll talk to you soon. I might do another live stream maybe Thursday, Friday night before the big game on Sunday. I'm going 2-0 as I say. Tell your friends, have to be Liverpool fans of course, to like and subscribe. It's a good night from me and it's a good night from you. Good night and sweet dreams. Did you like that one? That was good. I listened to you on the Cop On podcast. You were great. Yeah, the Cop On podcast. Check that out. Cop On podcast. Cop On LFC podcast. I did one this weekend for the Spurs game with Owen, Brian, and Matt. I was in Dublin. Owen was in Paris. Matt was in, I think, in Adelaide or Sydney in Australia. And Brian was in Hong Kong. Wow, that's how big Liverpool are. 4 people, different continents. The Reds all over the place. Stephen McLaughlin in the house. Good night, man. Guys, this means more. I'll talk to you soon. A lot of stuff happening. Liverpool, the team. Let's win this. United the weekend. We got to do it. Get the win. I'm going 2-0. I don't care how we do it. Just get the win. Get the points. Get the 64. Get the 21 wins. I don't care, as I said, how we do it against United. We just got to beat them, surely. We're a light years ahead of them. But it is a derby. It's a Northwest derby in England. Anything goes. Anything can happen. But I'm confident we'll beat them, to be honest. You'll never walk alone. Have a nice night or a day, wherever you are in this world. Like and subscribe. This means more. You'll never walk alone, guys. Cheers. See you soon.